Alright, today we arrived in Rio de Janeiro. We stepped foot in Rio. The taxi dropped us off at Copacabana Beach, and as soon as we left the beach, we saw a sand sculpture. We decided, okay, let's take a great picture. Daniel, with a friend that came with me, takes his phone out. Suddenly, a man on a bike comes at full speed, and with only 2 fingers, he snatches the phone from my friend's hand. We had just arrived in Rio de Janeiro. People had already told me it was screwed up here, but I was thinking, okay, maybe we get robbed on the 3rd day. Nope, it was in the first 10 minutes of arriving. My friend's phone just got robbed. I just stared at him and he stared at me like, did this shit really happen? Luckily, it was an iPhone and we had location sharing enabled with our friends. So we have this active with our friends all the time in case we need something. So I knew where my friend's phone was. I knew where the guy was riding to. So we called a police car and we told them, look, our phone was stolen, but we can track it. Can you please take us there? So we were in the police car following the phone and the police suddenly stopped. Where were we? At the entrance of a favela. We had to switch police cars because only certain units or number of police or something are allowed to go into the favela. So we got into another police car and started going up the favela with them, looking for the thief who stole our phone. You know the shit you see on Fast and Furious? Police cars racing up the favela? And there we were, 2 completely pale Portuguese guys on the back seat. As we turned a curve, we saw the guy already trying to sell the stolen phone, and the police stopped the car right in front of him. The 2 police officers jump out with guns in hand and start chasing him. He sprinted deep into the favela, climbing stairs, jumping over walls, and we never saw the guy again. We continued locating the guy and chased him for 5 more kilometers with the police. Then the guy goes into the metro and must have realized he had no escape. So he leaves the metro and threw the phone on the ground. We managed to recover the phone, and this shit is absolutely rare to happen. Everyone was shocked. How did 2 Portuguese guys, 2 tourists, manage to recover a stolen phone in Rio de Janeiro? So my friend is on his phone checking it out. He opens Messenger. I don't know why, as he doesn't even use it. The thief had logged into his Facebook account on my friend's phone. And just like that, we had access to all his messages. We saw a conversation where he was sending photos of the stolen phone to his girlfriend saying, I stole this phone for you. We found messages from him and his friend talking about robberies they had done. We have the whole team involved in robberies from that favela on the chats. Without meaning to, we had uncovered an entire robbery network in the favela of Pavão. We found out the guy was cheating on his girlfriend. The police told the thief's girlfriend he was cheating and sent pictures of other girls who were sending compromising pictures to the thief. A load of women sending pictures of naked women. Look, he's gonna be screwed. Your sneaky boyfriend is a thief. He stole a tourist's mobile phone. I am a police officer and I obtained the phone. I recovered it. So he wanted to give it to you as a present? You're not going to have this phone as a present, no. I have photos here of the whole world, and when you decide to go up or down the hill, I am going to catch you guys. Do you understand? And the necklaces? You have the necklaces which are kept in the little box. Sneaky thief. But okay, that was a bad experience in the first 10 minutes of arriving in Rio de Janeiro. It was awful. But from now on, things would be cool. It was just an exception. It's not going to happen again. So we went to McDonald's and my friend asked for an ice cream. He is continuing on his way, eating his ice cream, and a guy appears and he starts getting up in front of my friend. My friend goes one way and he follows. My friend goes the other way and this guy follows. He then gets up real close to my friend and looks down at him to his pockets. My friend asks, what do you want? And the guy says, give me your ice cream. When the phone incident happened, we all agreed to leave everything at home, including branded shirts. We then bought random shirts and Brazilian flip-flops. They had nothing to rob, so they wanted our ice cream. So Leandro shared a much longer video on YouTube about his ordeal, so I'm just going to give a couple of details that he put out there. So he mentioned that when the police got out of the car in the favela to chase the thief, him and his friend were left alone in the car and they were like absolutely scared, and the doors were all open, so they had to like close the doors and the windows, which they hoped would protect them against anyone, but obviously like the doors were unlocked, so they were absolutely petrified. He also mentioned that the thief's messages they found on a phone showing him cheating were not just other girls sending naked pictures to the thief, but apparently the thief was sending them back to the girls. So yeah, definitely a cheater. If only we could know what his girlfriend thought about that. Also, not only did they get an ice cream stolen, but a few hours later their flip-flops also got robbed. So they basically got 3 in 1 in like maybe a day or so from being in Rio. He then recorded this video and uploaded it to TikTok whilst they were in Brazil. When he woke up the next day, people on TikTok were just telling him he should leave Brazil, as the group from the favela were after him. There were comments like, you can sleep calmly, but when you wake up, there's going to be a surprise. Or something like, just a question, are you still alive? Another one was, your error was posting this, they're going to hunt you down. But welcome to Rio de Janeiro, friend, good luck. So yeah, him and his friends had to pack up and leave their hotel in Copacabana. They went to apparently another hotel in a safer area, was my understanding, so that they could leave for Portugal sooner. And then they ended up being on the news. They got contacted by like multiple reporters, and on his YouTube video he kind of shows that, him being contacted by reporters, pictures being taken by photographers for news articles and so forth. So if you do know Portuguese and you are interested in that full shebang story, I would definitely recommend checking out his YouTube channel, Leandro Rodrigues. The way he tells the story is absolutely amazing. There's no way to translate some of the stuff he says, so definitely worth a check out. So I had definitely heard some wild stuff about Brazil. It's so sad because it is such a stunningly beautiful country and the people are so lovely. But yeah, the safety is definitely a big concern. What do you all think about this story? I'm not sure I'd be brave enough to get in a police car and chase this guy down into the favelas, but I guess I didn't realize it until they were already in there.